How's it going? Smile money. This is going to be a positive one. What are we looking at? Looking at Bright White, a very racist beer from Bell's. This is a Belgian-inspired wheat ale. For some reason it sounded good today, and I'm not really a gigantic Belgian fan. Some are incredible. Some are incredibly lousy. This one weighs in at 5%, and I'm going to open it with the Trump 2020. Don't worry, he's going to be our president again, or QAnon, or somebody told me so. Got a package in, so don't let me forget about it. Forget about it. So far it's looking weedy. Smells weedy. Well, that's right, I got COVID, so can't smell. Well, my allergies have been like just nailing me today. You know, and I know they're allergies because I actually woke up saying, I want to go do something. Okay, that might actually be more of a sign that I'm not feeling good. It's weedy. My favorite wheat beer of all time is Oberon, which is from Bell's, but it's not Belgian influenced. Kind of has that stereotypical bubblegum-ish smell to it. Cheers. The immediate taste I get is that it kind of burns away fast, which I don't know. People that are both like a Belgian influenced beer and like a wheat beer, like maybe Jay from Elite Ammunition, would probably find this at a Boss basement level entry. He would at least say this would be a good lawnmower beer. He might even say more than that. I don't know. Jay says a lot when you ask him to. Okay. I also have a question for the tribe. J-Dog, Heart Club Mr. Holster, and he was late. Smile Money, first, back on the podium. Clyde, Whiskey and Revolution for all. McLean, 35 minutes, Bush League unsub. Jeremy, so crazy I had shrimp cocktail today with my bloody. Oh, so good. So good. Cheap old gun guy says, cheers. Cheers. And I actually kind of have to pace myself because minimal amount of comments. Hey, I'm okay with that. No, I don't want to get too looped because I know I've said this before, but unless something seriously goes wrong, I told somebody I'm going to go down and knock out a couple of John Solar, wait for it, flashlight videos. I did a review on one from ThruNite and one from WowTech, and those will either be Patreon items or something else. I'm not even sure what the Patreon item is even supposed to be this time around. I think I know what it was supposed to be, and then I turned around and kind of added a little bit to the box for Wade. Oh well, I'll figure something out between now and Christine coming down here. Maybe a nice fleshlight to throw the deal over. So either way, a little something. Oh man, when me and Miles went beer hunting yesterday, they had Port Charlotte, but it was definitely cheaper over in Wisconsin. Definitely cheaper over in Wisconsin. Brilliance is just sitting here taking up some space. But I think I really want some call John. Ammunition falling from the skies. I mean, if I'm going to be reviewing a heavy hitter in a moment with her, might as well start with one. After working in the ghost house, you don't want to see how that looked earlier. Oh, God. Yeah, I just laughed my butt off. Wearing a dust mask, and you've got particles that you can see. I don't know. Now, anybody that's not really all that with it, I'm just a quick little lesson here. A dust particle that you can see versus a virus that you can't see. A virus is so small that you can't see it. Yet, a dust mask can't stop dust. Oh, now there's a focal point. Just like... DFC, top 30. Blue Healer, 2 thumbs up. Flag, Patriot flag, flag, Patriot flag. Or pirate flag. Mr. 27 says 8th. Then he says, intro dinosaur lady brew balmy. What the trans balmy is this nonsense? Salty says, naked is as naked does. Smile money. Miles needs a giant pacifier and a rattle to go along with that bib. Yeah. Smile money. Juicing and eating salad minus the lettuce. What is this healthy kick? Yeah, baby. Poco Loco. That opening was just plain wrong. And I will drink to that. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Smile money. Short video, but evacuation due to methane leak was necessary. No review tomorrow until the cleanup crew is done. I think she actually has the bra on backwards, but I'm okay with that. Poco, buy canned food and fill your freezers before it's too late. Yeah, I gotta get off my butt and get over and pick up a freezer. Rodney, as in like knee, pink one. Professional condenser microphone. need this. Hey. And it is the whole kit. We have the sneeze guard, the manual, the USB cable, the condom. What is somebody trying to say about my microphone? I have a blue ball. Headphone plug. I don't know. Is one of you trying to say something about my microphone setup? Just for the record, I have a studio grade Marshall condenser microphone, and the problem now. See, now this is a different scenario because this one is all set to go as is. I mean, this is like the whole shooting match. Which I do have this mount. If this didn't already come with another one, oh, it already came with another one, but I have this mount mounted between my monitors upstairs. And then we got this. And this has the suspension rig, which the blue ball comes with a, or I don't remember if it came with it or if I bought it separate, but it comes with a very, very nice comes with a very, very nice suspension mount. Yeah, I don't know if I can reach it from where I'm standing, but my Marshall microphone is like sitting right over there because it got retired. Again, this one would alleviate that problem. The Marshall is a traditional professional stage microphone, so it has to run into some kind of a board, and I had problems with the board. So I get it. This one is now if you put this thing in here, how are you supposed to access these controls? Maybe you're just supposed to go to there. I don't know. Probably. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not missing anything. It just looks different than this thing. This thing has one that screwed on just for a stand that you can set it on a desk or something. Professional condenser microphone. I didn't know I was having a microphone problem, but thank you. And it has a built-in mute button. How exactly do they want you to use this with the suspension unit, though? Maybe it's supposed to go all the way past all of this stuff. Hey, you just can't get this shit anywhere for free, you know. You have to come here and watch me meddle with shit when I'm supposed to be yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I might have to take a look, because if it went to there, it would basically make it almost impossible to get to these little. But I suppose once you set it, you're probably fine. Hi, how are you guys? Doing good? I'll be here all week. Oh, and don't forget this too. Maybe Rodney's about to start his own radio channel or something. Yeah, honestly, I think one of the better sounding mics was the Marshall, and the setup that Johnny gave me, it was possible to run two mics at the same time. But again, they're just the big stereo plug, where this one is a USB. Okay. So the question that I had is did a little bartering with Wade, and it's supposed to be here today. Didn't show up yet, so maybe it's tomorrow. Is a really high grade flip to side stock adapter, and it was like, what of my rifles would you put it on? And I've asked this question a couple of times, and everybody starts off with the exact same thing and saying that I should put it on Alice. But like Joey, for some reason, even though it's been on Alice for what, a year now, Joey. This is not Alice, but Alice has this. So it obviously it would be even less, but this is the setup that I have on Alice. So obviously I'd have to take this setup, the Odinworks spring-loaded brace, which is the same size as the stock. Our government is so stupid. Of course, then there's just doing. Never mind. We won't talk about it. But Wade, you probably had the best idea. Whatever you want, because it's America. So just keep in mind, if you're about to say, Eric, you should put it on Alice because you'd get the best minimal amount of stuff out of it. Yes. Except for right now, I can grab Alice and I can start using Alice just like that. If I want to have my brace stock, then I press the button and I have something similar to anything else without having to beg the government for my SBR permit. Or you might just never see Alice again, and Alice might have a kick-ass MOE or minimalist stock with a flip-to-side adapter on it. And here, This is for the government. Can you hear this? Oh, here, let me turn it up for you. My other candidates, again, kind of beefy, would be on my DRG manufacturing. So that would be over here on the side, and I could put this all in something a little bit smaller. Kind of a cool possibility. And of course, it's sitting on the leg of the DRG manufacturing. Kind of a cool possibility is on overkill. And then keep in mind that if I put it on the Zulu stock and that folds to the side, this lower also doubles as my lower for the 300 blackout upper, which is just hanging up over there. So I can just pop the 22 long rifle off of this and then flip over and use the 300 blackout. So it would be a flip to side, also possibility for the 300 blackout. And last but not least on my would you guys possibly think about doing it, would be to put the fold to the side adapter on my Justin rifle. So I'd be able to have this whole thing in a little bit smaller. If I could find some kind of a case or a backpack or something, you know, I'd be looking at that. Now let's go back to exploring what so far anybody that I've asked has said. I should put the fold to the side adapter on Alice. That means I would have to go back to using this. Now, having said that, I would be, this would be on there, Wade, so you already know where I'm going with this. And I know, you'd be surprised to know, I don't have an effing issue with that. So, this, a buffer tube back on Alice with, you know, something like this on there. Or this on there, you know, in case I bring it down here and show it off. Then you want to have something like this on there. Personally, Poco, you're right. I believe there's a lot coming up here, and there's a whole lot of people that are saying, we're done. We are done being treated. And you have overreached, and the term tyrannical government means that the fun starts. So if you want to leave me a comment, I would appreciate it if you were the if you were working with Alec Baldwin and you were here as the person in charge of, maybe you have an idea of something else that you'd rather put it on. I mean, I could do a fold to the side on the other 308, not the JP killer. I could do a fold to the side on the 24-inch with the well, that's got a fixed stock on it, so never mind that. Yeah, the 308. The 308's an option. Then I was thinking, what if I did that on the shotgun? I mean, the shotgun it would actually be able to fire from the folded position. The links, 'cause then you just, Yeah, I'm curious. What would you consider? And I guess it's a kind of a two-part thing. Would you or would you not consider taking the spring loading brace off of Alice and putting a buffer tube back on it? I mean, there is pluses to it being a buffer tube. J-Dog, here at work. Poco. The same day Rittenhouse was found not guilty, a black kid the same age was found not guilty for the same thing, but that's not in the news. Or is it maybe the news that is racist? I wouldn't argue with anyone that says so if you push a constant black narrative, isn't that just as racist? I mean, seriously, how many of you can honestly tell yourself, I never had a racist bone in my body before Obama? As soon as that piece of shit started pushing this, that, and, oh, he looks like someone that could have been my son. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see all those pictures of Michelle, Michael Obama, pregnant. No, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem admitting it at all. I never saw color. And then all of a sudden you have the BLM shit stain. You have Antifa. You have this movement, the ACLU, you have that movement, and all I see them is a bunch of little baby I wanties. It's like, we need reparations. Yeah, okay, I got something you can reparate. Seriously. To me, it was never an issue. Until all of a sudden you started telling me that I'm white privilege. Oh yeah, I'm white privilege. Wow. I guess if that's the case, I must be really wrecking it all, because I look around like in this neighborhood and go, how in the hell can that piece of shit drive a brand new BMW, wearing his leather jacket, wearing his $200 and something sneakers, and yet he don't have a job? Well, not one that's on the books. I tell you what, his job and the parts on my rifles are all in the same camp. Speaking of camps to be in, Sharky? Oh, my God. What? Want me to start writing bad checks? Shit, yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible what's going on, and it's sad. But I mean, in a way, it does follow through with exactly what me and many other people talked about. This was all Obama's. Someone asked me, was that knife as big as the one that I got from Cobra? No. Cobra's is a lot more girthy in my hand. I'm just, if the ninja was here, we could probably attempt this, but I think I did this once outside, and it just ended up that I had to. I wasn't gonna throw it away. But I had to strain my. Beer. See, Miles gave me this. just I could wear it, you know, around my neck. But like I've said, you know, this is all part of the design. You know, this government, part of the deep state. This is the playbook that they live for. You know, they want to be able to have as much civil unrest as possible. They pray, and I mean it. They pray to whatever devil, the devil that they belong to, that there'll be as much gun violence as possible, so that they can get the sheep, the people that are like, oh yes, if we just make firearms illegal, violence will go away. You people are absolutely the dumbest people in existence. If you just take firearms away from people that legally can have firearms, you are going to minimize crime. Well, let me take this drink to you and your stupidity. Poco says C7. C7 is a hit. Interesting. Poco. Okay, Google, play Shitty Christmas by CKY.
Playing I Hope You Have a Christmas on Spotify.
Hey Google, turn the volume down by 10%.
Last Christmas, we spent the day drinking wine. I was yours and you were mine. And then I fucked you through the night. Last Christmas, I bought you dresses that you wore. You fucked a dude the night before, and now you're begging at my door. So this year, I hope you have a shitty Christmas. I hope your family falls apart. I hope your cat develops cancer. I hope you're nailed up on a cross. I hope you have an awful Christmas. You don't get what you want. I hope you've asked God for forgiveness, 'cause you're a stupid, selfish cunt. It sucks you're lonely now and everyone hates you. My new woman's fucking sexy, so thank you. You'll be okay, I'm sure somebody will want you, but just for a night, 'cause no one will love you. Heard you're pregnant now and having some problems. Like who's the father? Was it James? Was it Austin? I'm sorry for your kid, I hope it's nothing like you. Hope its dad can help so it's decent despite you. So yeah, I hope you have a shitty Christmas.
Okay Google, turn that music off. Poco, I'll give you that, that's a good one. Zeus says K7 methane bubbles. I hope we're not playing the same bottle ship. Rich Huff says cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Mr. Mark Mac 85 says another big win for the Warrior Brewing Company. And I have things I could say, and I'm gonna say you got that right. Cobra says E8. E8 is a miss. McLean, Wade, I don't see gender, race, or color. I highly recommend some intensive therapy for you, or you can come stay with me for a week. trust me, that ain't gonna... He'll just have one more thing wrong with him, McLean. McLean, I'm not sure I like the rep I've got around here. Call me. Steven, why don't you keep the full auto connector in the Glock? If anything, keep in mind the same pistol case for when you go out to the shack. Yeah, I've seen it in action, Steve. It's actually pretty impressive. Boom, boom. Smile Money, I think your sub-comment is about to say the same thing. It was a binary trigger for a Glock. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. No, you're right. It might be worth... See, now, if it would have been on any other of the built pistols, I might have considered it, but I really like this tan one. I do. I really like the way this. I really like the way it turned out. Of course, you gotta love the Serpico. Ended up with, I mean, considering it's just, I mean, you look at the, I mean, really, what, I don't understand sometimes why there is even as much of a difference as it is. Anybody out there that's taken one of these apart knows what I'm talking about. The difference between a stock connector and an aftermarket connector, you sit there and go, why did I just pay $14 to $20 something? I mean, it has a freaking awesome reset. And Rich, just like I said, if the light hits, look at how shiny I got that. it's seriously, if I hold it just right, and if the light bounces off of it, you guys actually might be able to get to see yourselves off of it. Oh yeah, see it? Now, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, that little lump right there, that's the connector, and it looks so much like any of the aftermarket ones. You seriously ask yourself, what the hell is the difference? What is the difference? But I don't know, and you got to be careful, because I've had some that again, if I really wanted to play around with that one, it might have had too much outside, if it got bent wrong, or yeah, there's definitely a sweet spot. And trust me when I say, when you start playing around with some of these things, you realize that little movements, little tweaks here and there can drastically change things. I'll just say that to anybody that like when John Huber wondered how I could get my Mosin Nagant down to 3/4 of a pound on the trigger. Little tweaks, little bends on sears and stuff like that really make the difference. But if you don't know what you're doing, or you do know what you're doing, and you smile moneyed left when you should have smile moneyed right. But no, I'd love to be able to carry this, Steve, and obviously I'm not gonna carry a full auto Glock. I just think this thing is pretty badass. That's all I gotta say. And poof, it doesn't exist. That's funny. That's funny when you consider. Let's see. You have to beg the government to make your gun quiet. You have to beg the government to put a certain style thing that goes up. Well, that's right. It's not supposed to touch you. Yeah. whatever. It's really hard to give a shit anymore. Trust me. So, I don't know, Wade. That option, that was actually option A, wasn't it? Smart Money says, it sounded more like a binary trigger, but was not live fire tested. Would have had a great video. And Steve says, how to get an ATF visit. Yeah, that's kind of why there's no video footage of what me and Rich experienced. Smart Money, damn that. Oh, you already said. Oh, damn, that would have made a great video as well. Thanks, Smart Money. And Steve says, great courtroom TV episode. Matt, I already brought you the samurai. You know, yeah. Shh. We had it on a review already. Shh. No. At least you're consistent and said the same thing about it. It was good. It was honestly, it was good. Warrior, man, they just knock it out of the park. Everything I've had from Warrior has been exceptional. Mr. 27, well, and by the way, thanks, Matt. Mr. 27, the wife polishes it once in a while. Yeah, that made a mess. Oh, wait, what were we talking about again? Mr. 27, outro babe looks nice. Sharky, 35 minutes, a quickie. Sharky, F7. F7 is a hit. Sharky, SH. Ooh, only 3 more comments. Jules, Eric, and Miles. Hey, Jules, want to see some dirty shit? Just kidding. Jules, love the hat, Eric. Cheers. Yes, Jules, that is one of my personal favorite hats. They're both upstairs right now, but the two I've been wearing the most are both hats that Ed used to wear. Last comment. Salty. Early for the Naked Club again. I'm making my own pickled onions for a future Bloody Mary. If they turn out good, I'll send you guys some. Pickled onions. That sounds good. Oh, God, look at that. Looks like it's awfully cold in that garage. Okay. I'm expecting one of you. That's it. One. Okay, where am I going to put this? Again, should not come as a surprise. I'm not a huge Belgian-influenced beer fan. I do like the wheat beers from Bell's, and this one's drinkable. There was 3 of each of them in there, and I'm pretty sure I'll be having that third one. So overall, for what it is, I'd give it a 7.5. If it was on sale or something, I'd get it again, even though it's half of what I don't particularly care for. But still very drinkable. Okay, and don't forget, guys, that I've given you an assignment. Would you, and it doesn't have to be something sitting here, what would you put the flip to side stock adapter on? That's all I'm asking. What would you put it on? Because in my head, I'm sort of like Wade and Joey and I sort of lean towards putting it on Alice, except for that means I would be taking the Odin Works one off of there. Again, it's exactly what their stock is, except for they just made this area skinny. I mean, these companies just have to go. I don't even get. The government is effing stupid. They're overreaching. They're tyrannical, and they make 0 sense at all. I have had, and I've told you this story, but in case you're someone new and you haven't heard me say it, I have had some of the most liberal, like, grab the rope and the duct tape and the shovel and follow me. Now, one of them in particular has changed 100%. That's because she started using this thing between her ears. And instead of listening to the bullshit from the lying media and the Democratic Party, she actually did the research for herself. That's probably why John Solar says, don't believe me, do the research for yourself, people. So, if I were to take this off of Alice, I would be putting this buffer tube back on it. So I would have a fold to the side, so it would literally make about 4.5 inches shorter on Alice, or something else in the collection. I mean, I can always move it around and put it on something different. I've never used the fold to side setups on it, but there is still something cool about this setup. And like I said, the difference between this one and what's actually on Alice is, here's the funny thing. This is the same setup, except for they put this they put this plate on here. So otherwise, it would just be straight down. That's the only difference. So that does make it is a very cool setup for Alice to have something like this on. It looks badass. Just like with this, I basically put this together because I wanted a short range rifle, and I hate these caps. These caps are frickin' garbage and useless. I just wanted something that, again, even close. This ACSS works great, but you also have the ability to, do the 45. My original desire for this one was to actually put a little red dot on a 45-degree angle, and not have to even have these guys. But Big Jeff, that was that China company that I was considering that one as an option. But this one is tell you, I really wish this drop-in had the identical characteristics to the 3-gun that's in the Justin gun. Actually, both my Hyperfire triggers are sitting out right now. I know they're pricey, and you guys always end up, especially right now, with a whole lot of unknowns about to be coming down the pike. But these Hyperfire 3-gun triggers, there's nothing better, and that's why I absolutely had to put one You know, because I do have this set up for everything from close range to long range. Actually, with this particular scope on it, it's probably set up more for kind of in the middle right now. But it's still totally totally useful. Closer in. 4 to 14 power. And if you're going to be shooting any distance at all, it's all about the trigger. That's why if you have a Remington 700 trigger in anything that you have, you would not believe the difference for putting one of John's triggers in there. See, that's the big difference between this and that one. This guy doesn't move at all. I mean, there is no creep. It is just break. And then, of course, the resets like okay, that's weird. That's something I have to look into. I've never had it do that before. Huh. Wow, okay. Might have to take that back. That has obviously some kind of an issue right now. And this guy has the same, forget it, there's two rifles sitting on the strap. Okay. First in the club, and maybe only person in the club, is Smile Money, saying early review. Cheers to the clubbers. That's why I guessed, that's why I guessed there'd be at least one. Smile Money, thank you for not letting me down on that. I'm gonna clean up the bench, and hopefully by then Christine will be down, and we'll get that video up for the Patreon members. So, cheers, guys.